So it looks like the trial for the killers of Julio Foolio, the legendary Jacksonville street rapper, has finally begun. And it's day one, and it's already looking like those people that were involved in the murder of Foolio are duly cooked. Okay, and there's been a few new pieces of information that have already come out in just day one of the trial where jury selection has taken place. And yeah, it is really not a good look for those folks that conspire to kill the big legend from Jacksonville, man. Big Six. Okay, Big Six. All right. It's not a good look. I got all the info. I'm going to break it down for you right about now, okay? So this is the Fox 13 Tampa Bay reporting on the start of the trial. They're breaking everything down that's going to be going on, and then I'm going to share with you some of the most interesting pieces of evidence that have been circulating today.
This Monday, right now at 6, the trial for the first of 5 suspects in the Julio Foolio murder trial in Tampa, now underway today. Alicia Andrews is accused of helping stalk and track the rapper last year in what authorities called an ambush-style shooting. Jury selection in her case began this morning, and Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer has been covering this for us. Joins us now live in our newsroom. Hi there, Aaron. I know you sat down with Andrews' attorneys prior to the trial here. What did they tell you?
Mark, they say Andrews has been honest with investigators all along. She admits she was with the group of suspects, but her attorneys say she had no part in the murder and was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Today, we're going to be picking a jury in a criminal case.
Alicia Andrews is the first of 5 suspects to go to trial who are all charged in connection with the murder of Charles Jones, a Jacksonville rapper known as Julio Foolio.
Charles Jones was shot and killed while he was seated in his car.
The judge briefed potential jurors on the basic facts of the case. Jones was in Tampa to celebrate his birthday last year. Security video shows a group of shooters opening fire on Jones's car outside a hotel near USF. Rashad Murphy, Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, and Andrews are accused of making the trip from Jacksonville to Tampa to kill Jones in what investigators described as an ongoing gang war.
That perception is not reality.
Andrews' attorneys recently sat down with Fox 13 to explain why they believe she's innocent.
She was here for a trip with her boyfriend. That's it and that's all, and found herself caught up in a mix of stuff that she was unaware about completely.
That's what she told detectives who didn't believe her. They say she and her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, acted as lookouts the night of the murder. The defense says Andrews had no idea what was about to happen.
Right, this is a case where the state tries to put her in a box and say that she is the girlfriend of one of the individuals involved and that she would do anything that this guy tells her to do because she's so in love with him.
They just leaped to the conclusion, since he was there, she must know. And, it's just a faulty kind of logic.
All 5 suspects are charged with first-degree murder, but Andrews is the only one not facing the death penalty. Her lawyers say she's been honest from day one, and they think jurors will believe her.
So she has no problem telling them everything that she knows, and she did, and believing that truth will, proverbially set her free.
And
so she's maintaining her innocence, all right? They're saying that she was part of the plan to line up for Julio Foolio. And she's saying, no, it was just my boyfriend. I was just there for a little vacation. I had no idea that what was going on. But people aren't believing her. They're saying on Reddit she's cooked, all right? They're saying she's absolutely finished over on Reddit. This is over on the Duval County subreddit. It says, Alicia Andrews' trial, she's cooked. I don't care what her defense attorney is doing. He's trying to argue that she was coerced, but her actions after the fact show otherwise, that she knew exactly what she was doing. Those Instagram messages are very damaging. What's he going to argue? That it was gutter on her Instagram too? What about the 3.5-hour Uber ride back to Duval? I'm betting money they called the Uber driver to describe how they were acting inside the ride. And people saying she was always cooked. The defense knew they had no other card to play, excuse me. It says true, but they should have thought of something else when it's so easy to disprove. It says there was nothing they could have thought of. She booked the Airbnb. They got her phone records. She dumped her old phone because she knew the investigators were onto her. She was in the surveillance car and admitted to being there. And she lied multiple times about not knowing who the suspects were and even saying, I don't know a gutter, even though she has it tatted on her chest. Oh, no. She was beyond cooked from the start. There was nothing the defense could have done. This is their best bet. All right, I hate when people say that. They be thinking lawyers are magicians and can make anything go away. The MFers be red-handed cooked. It said if she was coerced, she would have took the deal. Surely anybody who was forced to do something that they ain't want to do is telling. All that coerced stuff went out the window when she took it to trial instead of pleading out. So this was going around back in August that Alicia Andrews had reportedly declined an 18-year prison plea deal, okay? And that's a pretty sweet deal. The other guys are facing the death penalty. She isn't, but she could end up getting life for this. And she said, hell no, I ain't taking no 18-year plea. I'm going to roll the dice and try and beat this thing, but it is not a good look, okay? And more evidence that has been circulating from the first day of the trial, and it's not looking good, man. They're saying that messages show Alicia Andrews booking the Airbnb the same day of the Foolio hit. And this is the back and forth messages. It says, hey, could I book an Airbnb in Tampa? It says, what dates do you need? It says, tomorrow. What day do you have available? And it says, how many bedrooms? She said, like 2. Okay, and they're saying that this is her Instagram account contacting someone the day before coming down to Tampa and asking someone to book an Airbnb. People saying it's a few days before the shooting. People saying, if only I rent stuff against my name and not own it, they'll never be able to link me to the crime. Criminal masterminds, not so much, man. And there's been footage of Foolio on the day of the murder that's been going around too. They're saying that this is the footage of Foolio actually going in and out of the hotel 15 minutes before the hit. That's the car there.
That is Mr. Jones with that open passenger door. The vapor you're seeing is coming out of the hotel. That's some type of a dryer vent. Mr. Jones in the red stocking cap pulling up his shorts. He walks in the hotel. As you can see on the timestamp, which is slightly off by a
Yeah, man, it's sad to see people saying he was puffing the vape. It says his friends wasn't on beat. They were supposed to get out the car with him. They were just around to party and not protect. It says 6 should have aborted after his main spot got closed down. Apparently, they were all drunk. What the F are you supposed to be on timing when you're drunk? Okay, and now they've also got one of the shooters, allegedly Sean Gathright, wiping down his mother's car after the hit took place. And they're saying that this is very damning. They've seen he went back to his crib and he was desperately trying to remove any evidence from the car, but that video of you trying to remove the evidence is now prime evidence.
driveway. Law enforcement go there later. They get this video of Mr. Gathright switching cars. You're going to see him wiping down the Impala before he leaves. And there he is leaving in the Forerunner, saying goodbye to his grandmother.
So yeah, man, people are saying he's cooked, man. He's cooked like a big stir fry in a wok. Overly cooked. Fried eggs, man. He's totally fried. Says all while on camera, dude was trying to be so smart about it, yet still did some dumb stuff. Using your mum's car for a hit, like they won't track that right back to you. Said Zay must ain't put him onto their Stolo plug. It says literally, bro, you're telling me you couldn't find 2 stolen cars, write down directions to Tampa, leave your phones at home, have 0 mobile contact with a female leaving a trail, burn the hit car and swap halfway, not capture yourself on your own homie's ring camera? Just what the F? 0 thought went into this as they scrambled like chicken and had to be a split-second choice because what the F was they doing? They're saying evidence on top of evidence. Buddy is cooked. He deep fried, man. They're saying, dude, do that in the garage. What the F? Good aim. No brain ass jit. Fried like an egg, man. They're saying he cooked. He overcooked, man. It says, Your Honor, this sweet, sweet gentleman was just cleaning a car for his folks. He's an upstanding member of ATK, Access to Knowledge. That's what it stands for, man. Not Ace's Top Killers. It's Access to Knowledge. He certainly wouldn't murder Charles Jones, another upstanding gentleman who rapped about sugar, spice, and everything nice. All right, they got to be the dumbest criminals on earth, Kerr, LMFAO. Wiping down the car with bare hands, what the F? But apparently he was using a microfiber towel. They're saying that must be Sean Gathright's burner account, man. What do they even think when they do this stuff? Saying, man, how do they have footage of everything these days? These are his personal cameras at his house. He did it to himself, really. Did you pay this much attention in class? They're saying the lawyer's using his own home security footage to cook him. It's just something else. He's supposed to use fire, not water. He used the wrong element. He was supposed to burn the car, man. I couldn't imagine busting my ass trying to make a life for me and my family, all the while my son pulls some stuff like this, man. They're saying dudes can't wash their car for their mum now. SMH, man. Not if you just done a drill. If you just done a drill, that ain't the time to get your bucket and mop out and wash the car, man. It's not happening. Cameras are everywhere. LMAO, they just did this because they was bored. I'm crying. In 4K, the dumbest criminals ever. His own camera. A man can't wash his mama's car. He just being a good son, but y'all don't know about all of that. All right? So there's more footage that's going around. They're saying that Gardeze is cooked, all right? They're saying he's cooked. They got more footage, different cars. Y'all have got footage outside your own homes. Like, you guys really wiped down the car in front of the camera like some absolute dummies.
Brings his contribution to the assault team. The Glock pistol with the extended magazine. He tucks it into his waistband.
Smart.
You can see the extended magazine sticking out.
Oh boy, they're saying he's totally cooked. Mission Possible, hey, them boys wild as F. Lol, traveled, booked Airbnb and all of that to go and kill dog. Dudes was locked in, all right? Saying he a musty ass crash out. That bag must have been serious. Jace A drop and Popper dropped that. They're saying that the members dropped the bag. People saying that don't mean nothing. Lol, he out of town and he got a strap. It's not illegal to carry it. They never noted him as being one of the shooters. They're painting a narrative of everyone that was there to make her look guilty, but trying to say she knew what was going on. Whole time Shorty probably just slow and ain't know nothing. That's got 7 downvotes, man. Never hire this type of guy as your lawyer, man. All of these guys, it's the same with the Dirk thing. People are like, oh, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing, bro. It's going to be a crazy wake-up call when that Dirk trial happens. People saying, I don't get what this video is proving if he wasn't the shooter. It proves this dumbass took extra precautions not to get caught up with the V, but still somehow ended up on camera at his mum's crib, wiping it off after it was tracked in the murder. It's almost hard to be this deliberate and bad at committing a crime you know that can put you away for life. They all had to be high as F, only excuse for how effing stupid you can be. And they showed even more close-ups of Foolio's shot-up car in the trial. They've got the car in evidence, and again, this is all just contributing all the main ingredients for a nice cook-up. You know what I'm saying? People getting cooked left, right, and center. They're saying 55 literally took most of the shots. Meanwhile, they blamed him for 6 dying. It's a miracle everybody in the car didn't get hit. It was 4 people in there. So death getting closer. Satan said he was 1 shootout away. Right? Power of the tongue. It's very, very sad, man. They would have killed the engine if he did reverse. They did hit the engine block already, Goober. That's what I'm saying. Right? They're saying they killed the engine as well as Julio. I think everybody involved in this case is cooked. That's just my opinion. I think everybody's cooked. Everyone's going away for a long time. It's going to be pretty sweet if Alicia Andrews ends up getting a massive sentence and she was offered 18 years. I feel like the hubris on some of these fools, man, is just like, oh, 18. I don't want to do no 18 years. Bro, you're going to do more. You're going to do more than 18 years playing around. They got you on all these surveillance cameras, man. They got you booking Airbnb. I really know. Well, let's see, man. Let's see what the jury say, okay? Let's see what the jury say. But in the end, I really feel like all of these fools are cooked. And this is just day one. This is just day one. This is the first little tranche of evidence that we've received. And there's going to be a whole lot more. So rest in peace to Foolio, man. I was a big fan of his music. I'm a fan of Young and Ace's music too. Unfortunately, now that his biggest op is no longer here, I can't lie. Young and Ace music ain't really hitting anymore. You know, them songs that he dropped after Foolio died had some motion, but it's like, bro, I'm trying to hear the back and forth. Ain't no back and forth anymore. I don't really care about you gloating about killing Foolio. He's not here to defend himself. It's kind of lame. It's kind of pathetic. So I feel like this should be a message for all of you drill rappers, man. You know, when your ops die, man, that's for a lot of you guys, that's the end of your motion. We ain't heard no hit Yo Gotti song since Dolph died. Ain't checking for no Yo Gotti songs. It's not happening, bro. I don't care. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. I ain't really checking for Young and Ace's music like that. It's kind of foul how it all played out. And I know that it was deadly. Everyone was dissing each other's dead enemies and all that kind of stuff. It was very disgraceful. But at the end of the day, man, you guys can't survive without your ops. I feel like this was the biggest mistake that ATK ever made, man. You know what I'm saying? Access to knowledge, man. Shout out to Access to Knowledge, man. And, you know, keep it. What could KTA be, man? Keeping things alight. I don't even know, man. Let me know what the KTA abbreviation should be in the trial, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, access to knowledge versus kings that align with good. I don't know, man. I'm tired today, okay? But look, this is very messed up. I think this trial is going to devolve into absolute chaos, okay? There's going to be a whole lot more very damning stuff. People might turn on each other, and I will be here to let you guys know what's happening every step of the way. Long live Foolio, man. I was a big fan of him, and it was very sad to see how he went out. So I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Appreciate you. Peace.